A bizarre investigation is happening right now in Cape Coral. For about 2 days now, investigators have been seen digging behind this Cape Coral home. Thanks for joining us for Fox 4 News at 6. I'm Shari Armstrong.
And I'm Jane Monreal. This happening at a home on Southeast 7th Place and Country Club Boulevard. And that's where we find Fox 4 anchor Patrick Nolan joining us live now from the scene. Patrick, investigators held a press conference earlier today, but neighbors have their own theories about what's going on.
Well, a lot of people have theories, but everybody wants the facts in this community. And if you drove down here, Southeast 7th right now, and you looked around this street, the only thing out of place would be, I wonder why Fox 4 is here. It is a quiet day on this street. It's a quiet day at this house. In fact, as we zoom in, it doesn't look too different from maybe my yard this time of year, a bunch of leaves on the ground, a rake there. But knowing that police were out here and that forensic anthropology students were out here, you start to go, okay, where's Norman Bates and the rest of the movie? Just looking at the yard. But this even has nothing to do with where they've been searching. Police are telling us this. Yes, they've been searching through the dirt. They've been looking through the ground. Another part of this yard than we're showing you right now. So we'll show you the video of the specific area where they've been doing that sifting, carrying buckets of dirt out. It's right behind where you store your garbage cans. A lot of communities ask that you put up a little fence so it looks a little tidier. So a lot of the action was happening behind that wall that actually hid the garbage cans. Investigators spent a lot of time there yesterday and then again today. The interim police chief came out to address neighbors' concerns and of course questions from us and other reporters. And he said he just wants everyone to keep in mind they are moving very slowly right now, and before you start to speculate about what they're looking for or why, just take a deep breath. Take a listen.
We're looking to find out what exactly happened. It is that early to find out if there is anything to tie it to. There's no particular cold case of any famous nature locally that we're trying to link it to.
He wanted to be really clear about that because, of course, when you see stuff that reminds you of CSI on fictional shows, you start to think, well, there's smoke, there must be fire there. And the police chief was very careful about saying, we're looking into something, we got an anonymous tip. This is a case from the past, but as he said, probably not a high-profile cold case, for example, the disappearance of Lauren DeMolo. In fact, I have learned that her father did contact a private investigator who's been looking for the family and said, could this be any sign of her, because the family does want closure. It has nothing to do with this case. That has been eliminated as a possibility, so we do want to let you know that. In the meantime, other neighbors have their theories and questions, but they even told us as the media, look, give the cops some room to do their work. Take a listen.
And I hope that the police department will do their job. I'm sure they have, and they'll let you guys know.
And of course, as soon as we know, you'll know. In fact, one of the neighbors was walking her Pomeranian along here just a few minutes ago, and she said, oh my gosh, I didn't know all this was happening. And I said, what? And she goes, the media's here. And I said, you know why? And she goes, no, I'll have to go home and figure it out. So hopefully she's watching the news. For whatever reason, she didn't ask me. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to tell you a little more about these FGCU forensic anthropology students and why they were on this property in the past 24 hours. And you're also going to hear from someone who spent a lot of time in law enforcement, about 30 years investigating a lot of cases, including homicides in some cases, and he'll tell you what his gut instinct is at this point. Reporting live in Cape Coral, Patrick Nolan, Fox 4.